next we're going to move on to audio settings. So I know we kind of touched on it already with messing with the video capture stuff, but we're going to be focusing now with the mic and advanced settings with that. So let's go to audio real quick and we'll just talk about the settings in here. So we have at first general settings, the sample rate, you have either 44.1 or 48. I believe Twitch recommends 48. It is a little bit nicer quality. It shouldn't really make an impact on how much stress it puts on your computer. If you're having issues though, feel free to swap between 44.1. When you come to channels, you'll have mono, stereo, and then like any of these are for like surround sound and like a Dolby sounds. I leave it on stereo because some of the surround sounds are still kind of wonky with like being compatible with streaming. And also it's going to probably be dependent on like your sound card and if you're using headphones. So stereo is kind of the safest choice here. You can also tell OBS like what's your audio program. For me, I have headphones plugged in, so I use that. If you have a second audio source, obviously you could enable that here. Like maybe you have maybe like sorry, like another computer or a different source of audio. Maybe you have like 2 sets of headphones, I don't know. And then your mic, you can tell it what microphone you're using. Now I have the HyperX Quadcast for my mic. It's a USB mic, but I have this for the actual mic. This is a program that will plug in my mic and allows me to do cool stuff that will allow me to like change my voice. So I'm gonna pull up the program real quick. Sorry, I had a blank screen there. So this is a cool little voice modulator. Oh, where did OBS go? And I'll minimize it. Okay. This is a little program I found. It was like 15-20 bucks, but it's got a lot of cool little voices here. I'm gonna click one. So you'll see. Oh no, it won't take effect yet. Let me actually turn on the voice changer. Now you'll hear my voice sounding a little funny. These are just cool little things to mess around with. You know, if you want to do something funny with your audience, kind of throw them through a loop. Just changing it up. You can just kind of use it as like a way to help amplify your stream, or if you're trying to like impersonate a certain character or something, or you know, just throw in effects for fun. I would definitely recommend this if you just you know it's a fun way to change up your stream, really. And again, if you were to use a program like that and it requires you to put in your mic, I would just remind you to make sure you have the program set for your mic and not your mic, because it won't be able to capture the effects like that otherwise. So let's see. All right, so next we're going to talk about some plugins that will help your mic sound a lot cleaner. Now, if you have an XLR mic, a lot of these plugins probably won't matter. You could still use them anyway, but this is probably more geared for USB mics. So I discovered a video a long time ago that introduced me to a set of plugins known as Reaper plugins. All right, so I'm gonna just show you how to get there from YouTube. So we're just gonna go to YouTube. Search for this double gear system VST plugin. So you're gonna see this first video here. You're gonna click on it. I'm just gonna show you the video so you can watch it on top of doing this. But pretty much these plugins are gonna help add things to your mic, like a compressor, a noise gate. That really helps, just increase the quality of everything. So the link is in this video. You just go in here and you download it for whatever version you're using. I would advise you to just watch this whole video. It's really great about walking you through all the steps and figuring out like what settings will work. I'm at least just gonna kind of gloss over some of those things though, so you can see in this video what they might look like. So after you download it, you're gonna go to your mic, you're gonna click on filters, right? I already have some of this stuff just listed, but we're just gonna delete everything real quick so you can see it from scratch. All right, so first, let's add, so the things I like to add to my mic are a compressor, a noise gate, a gain level, and then a limiter. So let's go into add. Let's say you got your Reaper plugins, right? So you'll see OBS already has like a set of things you can add if you don't want to download the Reaper plugin. But again, that video I just showed is really great if you use the Reaper plugins, and it can tell you how to properly set everything up. So you're going to want to go to this, go to the VST2.x plugin. We're going to just name it just that, and then we're going to copy it. Let's see if we can copy it. No, we can't. We can't copy it again. We're just going to add two of them. Okay. Never mind. We're going to actually name this noise gate. So I'm going to rename that to compressor. So for the noise gate and the compressor, you're going to want to click for this one for both of them. So let's find the compressor first. So when you go to the VST2.x plugin, you're going to see you're going to have a lot of different plugins to pick from. For the compressor, you're going to want to click Reacomp standalone, and it's going to bring up this screen here. So when you're messing with your mic, I actually don't know if this is going to mess up my mic. Oh yeah, this might actually. For the purpose, oh, I have an idea. We're going to click these so it doesn't actually set them. How about that? So we're going to open that back up. So pretty much, oh, okay. Now it's not showing. No, never mind. Okay, we're good. I thought my mic got shut off for a minute. So it's not showing the volume here, but what will happen is, actually no, we're just gonna click it. Screw it. Apologize if my mic sounds wonky for a little bit, but pretty much when you go into your compressor, you're going to see this bar here, right? So this knob will determine how much compression you want in your mic. The higher you set it, the more compressed it is. So ideally, you're going to want to have this green bar kind of just edge over the top of this, and that's kind of like that's going to be you know, how good of a compression you want. Again, you're probably going to want to do a lot of different recordings to test and see how it sounds, but looking over here, you'll have things like pre-comp, attack, release. You can have classic attack and auto release. I like to have the release set to 1 or 0 just because it's instantaneous. Whenever you speak, like the compressor activates immediately. You can leave it, you know, a classic attack, auto release. Ratio, usually it's good to set it between 2 to 3, 3.5. Again, you know, you're probably gonna have to just mess around with your mic and see what sounds good. And then you can add a high pass filter, which will help filter out higher pitch sounds, and you can add a low pass filter for lower sounds. Again, I'm just kind of just going over these briefly, just to kind of show you what they look like. That video, again, great source for all this. So now we're going to show you the noise gate. I believe it's Reafear. Yeah. So you'll see here it's showing my mic input. The noise gate is going to help cut out any outside noises, like if there's like tapping outside anywhere, or if you tap on your desk, it'll help kind of like make it a little less noticeable. So, the settings I use, that I believe they also use in the video, are you want it on precise, and then you're going to want to set the mode to subtract. So how this works is when you click this button here, it's going to generate a noise gate based on the sounds around you. So you're going to want to turn it on, but then not talk, so you can let the noises around you be filtered out by the gate. And once you're done, I would say probably like click it, let it build for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then when you're done, uncheck it, and then it'll hold the gate in place. So that should help kind of filter out some excess noises. Now the FFT size kind of determines like the bit rate and compression of the audio. So 4096 is the default. This is pretty good, but I like 2048. I think it's a little more precise. And pretty much anything outside these two, it's going to sound kind of garbled and hard to really tell what's being said. So I would just kind of play with these two, see which one you like better, and go with that. So next we're going to add a gain. Pretty much this is just a volume knob. You might want to use this knob outside of like your system settings. Most videos I watched on mic settings, you want to like actually set your system mic to be pretty low, because the system setting can tend to pick up more outside sounds, and then you can kind of fine tune it in here with the gain knob in here without picking up too much noise. And then lastly, you're going to want to add a limiter. This will kind of help also filter out outside noises and prevent you from going too high or too low in octave ranges. Usually you want to probably keep it about less than 1 decibel, about -9 to -1, and then release, make that instant, so again it kind of works as soon as you're talking. So those are the main things I add. I mean, you feel free to experiment with other stuff. Hey everyone, really quick, I want to show you something I picked up not too long ago. It's a nice little tool here that'll just kind of help improve the quality of your audio. So you may notice sometimes, like if you're talking and you're trying to talk like over some music or like a game, you know, it might be hard sometimes to hear your voice over the sound that's going on in the background. So I'm going to show you how to add ducking really quick. So this way, if you wanted to speak while something was playing, it will lower the volume of whatever's playing while you talk, and then when you're finished talking, it'll raise it back to the original volume. So all you have to do is you go to your audio, go to filters, you're going to add a compressor, okay? Just add it to this. Then it's going to have an option here for a sidechain ducking source. So you're just going to pick your mic, and then if you're not sure what the settings are, I found this very interesting guide. Let me pull it up really quick. Okay, oh, I bookmarked it. I closed it out, but let me pull it up real quick for you. Let me go to bookmarks, filter guides. All right, so if you want to find this, just type in OBS audio ducking, and it's actually this is actually an amazing guide I just discovered, and it literally gives you a guide on all the different filters in OBS. It's really handy. It tells you like about images, like chroma keys, cropping. But let's scroll down to audio stuff. So it'll kind of tell you about compressors, which again, you know, I'm already touching on in this video. But ducking kind of tells you what it does, and kind of the settings that you can set it at to get that quality effect. And I would just test this with these settings on, like, you know, maybe load up a game and talk over it for a few minutes. But you'll notice quickly, like, the quality is a lot better than trying to talk over it while it's playing at full volume. And I really think that this will really help with making your stream sound a lot more professionally tuned. And it really does make a huge difference. Like, my mind was freaking blown when I discovered all that stuff.